evaluate, motivate, Chowdappa
Thank you, Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a topic that is going to make a transformational change in your lives. Evaluate to motivate. The more effective we are in evaluating each other, the more benefit we get from that experience, whether we are a speaker, evaluator, or a member of the audience. As a member of the audience, you are able to watch those improved speakers and learn from that experience. As an evaluator, you are able to improve your on-the-spot thinking, listening skills, and also impromptu speaking skills. And as a speaker, you are able to get immediate feedback from other members of the club. They are able to give you points for improvement so that you are able to make changes in your speech next time. And as you give speeches, as you grow from one speech to another, your self-esteem improves because of the increased confidence that you are gaining. These are all Toastmaster materials which I am going to skim through quickly, and then I will come to a later part of the presentation where I will compile some other materials for you, a 20-point formula. When the evaluator talks, all others listen. That is a tell and sell approach we are adopting in Toastmasters. So the evaluator speaks and the speaker listens. And then when the speaker speaks, everybody listens. So how do you do it? Before you give your evaluation, talk to the speaker and obtain what are the objectives, which manual they are doing, what is the objective of that speech. Are there any guidelines given in the manual? Study the manual because the manual will give you a lot of tips how to evaluate, what are the points you have to consider in your evaluation. And also speak to the speaker about any concerns or any particular feature that they want you to check and give the feedback. And during the speech, show that you are interested. Be attentive, listen carefully. Put yourself in the position of the speaker so that you will understand what you can say and what you don't want to say. And take plenty of notes. You can even come with a prepared formula or a template where you can take notes quickly because writing will take time, whereas if it's a prepared template, it makes it easier for you. And watch for all those symptoms because if there are anything that they cannot control, you don't have to comment on it. With all these means, you are able to promote the self-esteem. So how do you do that? Give your honest and sincere praise. Encourage and inspire. Honest evaluations are very sincere and upbeat offerings. And they give you some points for improvement. When you close your evaluation speech, connect to the opening statement if you are made. For example, if you are said it was an informative speech, then tie it back in your conclusion. Summarize the key points that you have delivered in your speech and give a personal story as an example in your conclusion. And encourage all the listeners to apply what they heard and listened. Now, the 20-point formula. Number 1, check your purpose. You as an evaluator, not an expert. Your purpose is to determine, using all the resources at your hand, the general and specific effect of the speaker's performance on you. To provide the speaker with information in the form of descriptive feedback related to the impact of the communicative effort that the speaker had made on you. And to provide the speaker with suggestions for improvement based upon the possible effect of specific changes or modifications in their presentation. And that's your purpose. Secondly, no one knows about the speaker, including the speaker himself or herself. In one of the presentations, after my speech, a senior member of the audience came to me and said, you know, you can become a stand-up comedian. Comedian? I'm not a humorous speaker. I'm too serious. He didn't want to confront me. He said, you are seriously humorous. I didn't know about it. I didn't know about myself. So, in your evaluation, you can uncover the strengths of the speaker. Positive changes grows out of mutual understanding between the two, not judgment. You as an evaluator is not a judge, but a potentially useful source of feedback for the speaker. If you only make judgments, then you are only implying your superiority on the person. Your good knowledge about the topic does not make you a superior person, but only a rather credible source of information for that person. The speaker and the evaluator rely upon each other for the acquisition of useful information. After the speech is given, the speaker is reliant on the evaluator. The evaluator is dependent on the speaker to give the speech so that he can listen and exercise his analytical skills on the spot. Your function is not to change the speaker's behavior, but to provide him with sufficient information that they may consider for making possible changes. Be aware of the progress of the speaker. For example, if the speaker is new and if they are making some improvements, you must acknowledge that. Say, for example, in the previous evaluation you said you are making 50 ums and ahs in your speech, and now the second speech they are making only 25. That's a progress. 25 less. So we cannot comment in the evaluation, maybe you should take care to reduce your ums and ahs. No, they are already making a progress. We have to be aware of that. Do not tell the speaker what they spoke, but how you perceive the speech. If the speaker has given you some information, there is no point in repeating, this is what you said, this is what you said. No. Tell the effect on you, how you felt about it. Use personal statements whenever possible, describing your reactions to the speaker. I felt that I was quite entertained. I never had any information on this topic. Now I know more about it. Impersonal statements. They say, one said, it's how it is. Some generalizations, they can be avoided because the purpose is to convey your reactions to that speech. Emphasize that your responses reflect your own reactions and not absolute truths.